Good afternoon to all the viewers and subscribers. As promised, we're right back where we started, or where we ended on the last virtual safari. Just behind me, in here somewhere, is the Naru pride scattered and spread out. And we've got a big elephant bull that's walked right through the middle of them, and hasn't really done anything yet. I see Red is here around here as well as a lot of the lionesses that we had on the last episode. So this could get exciting. Okay, this elephant bull's coming straight for the Naru. Here we go. Here they go, chasing the whole Naru pride. Okay, so there was a small group of male impala up front. These lionesses have seen them take off. I don't know why they're showing so much interest. But it just feels so strange to see the Naru pride here, right by Wild Dog Dam, where we normally see the Mbiri pride. So these lionesses in the Naru pride, even the young males and Red are looking very interested in scouting out a potential meal. Heads are very high up. There was obviously those impala earlier on that they showed quite a bit of interest in. And this lioness is looking back towards the dam now. So something that's really interesting at the moment is that both lionesses that we suspected had the cubs, so the silver-eyed lioness with the broken tail, and then we've got the other lioness that's also got a slight break in her tail, more towards the tip, is also one of the mothers that had cubs. And for them to be this far puts a lot of question and mystery around if the cubs are still alive. I really hope they are, and only time will tell that for sure, but right now, with them being this far out of their usual territory, I'm not so sure. So another lion that has had a great journey to watch unfold, not as much as the young Orphan male that we've watched grow up, but it's one of Red Road's sons, the more handsome looking out of the two sons that he has. We saw the other son with the two puncture wounds, fresh puncture wounds in the top of his head, and that tooth that peers out the other day at Mandam, and now we've got the more handsome young male here, and wow, he really is looking in some really great condition. So here we've got Silver Eye. Great to see this warrior again, this old warrior. We've got some of the most amazing light, backlighting that's lighting the grass up, and the rest of the Narus. It still really fascinates me to see the bond between Red Red and his son at the moment, the two sons. So the Naru pride have eventually settled down. They've laid down in this big open clearing just next to Wild Dog Dam. Something that we do have that's pretty cool is our Tinswalo bush drinks in the background. And obviously if you're lucky enough to come to Tinswalo and you on one of your evenings get to experience the bush drinks out in the bush, here's the spot. And today we've got other guests at the bush drinks, and obviously our main guests, which are the Naru pride at the moment. So for me personally, I think the Naru pride has to be my favourite, if not one of the favourite prides. It sort of is very tough a lot of the time between the Mbiri pride and the Naru pride. I think mainly because the Mbiris I see a lot more of. Tinswalo males hold quite a special place in my heart, but I must say I think the Naru pride for me are my favourites. I'm going to say it now, sorry to all the Mbiri pride lovers, but I think Naru pride for the win. I don't know what it is about them. I think mainly, like I discussed in the last episode, or if it was this episode, I can't really remember, but one way to really distinguish them without looking at physical features of certain individuals is that the Narus are a much darker, richer orange colour than the Mbiri pride. Like I said, the Mbiris are more of a pale sort of cream to a yellowy colour depending on what light it is, but the Narus are pretty much a very much darker orange colour. And for me, I love that coloration on them, in any sort of scenario with the green grass behind me, in front of me, even in winter when it's against that whitish sort of grey look, they also just stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, so here come all the lionesses, accompanied by the young male, officially getting on the move for the evening. I'm sure Red Red's not far behind them. Oh wow, the lionesses have just chased this bull hippo right over the dam wall. Wow guys, this is insane. So this hippo bull has just come out of the water right here by Wild Dog Dam. He's the local bull that we've seen chase the Nharu pride a few times. And the Naru lionesses, young male and red red, all seem very interested. So that was, I can't even find the words to describe how insane that was. The timing was everything with that hippo. The Narus have just left that hippo. The hippo went off feeding in its own direction. Wasn't very impressed with the Naru pride trying to jump on its back earlier when we first saw it. But what a crazy interaction. We're still following the Naru pride now. They're slowly heading in a southerly direction. Almost to say long-term goal is to get back to their side of the woods, down towards Main Dam. But they could still try and hunt something, so we're going to follow them for a little bit before we head back to camp. That was really great. Obviously a wonderful ending, epic, unexpected ending with the hippo bull coming out to surprise us. So that was always going to be interesting to watch and see how that unfolded. I thought it was going to be a bit more intense, but it did get quite intense. We were very close. I didn't expect the hippo to be that close around the corner of the dam wall. But I think that brings this virtual safari to an end. They have gone off into the long grass now. I think they're trying to hunt, so we don't want to disturb them, and obviously it's very difficult to follow them at night in summer. I mean, you can see, never mind shining a light, but driving off road in the day is really challenging. At night is another story. I'm getting attacked by insects at the moment, as you can see flying around me, so I think we'll conclude this virtual safari and we'll try and hit the tracks tomorrow morning and see where they end up and carry on following the Naru pride. But I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you on the next episode of the virtual safari.